It's NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams for what should be a terrific matchup here tonight. We're at Moda Center in downtown Portland, Oregon. Tonight, it's the Portland Trail Blazers taking on the Milwaukee Bucks. Won by the Bucks. Jay, 44 wins for the Bucks a year ago. 7th best record in the East. In your mind, foundation, is it in place in Milwaukee?
The foundation is on its way, but it always seems like it comes down to injuries and lack of chemistry for the Bucks.
To Adetokounmpo. Nothing going here on that drive. Adetokounmpo. Enes Kanter, huge block.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Dwayne Wade. First couple didn't go. That one is true.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
To Kanter. To Lillard. Shot clock winding down. Shot by McCollum won't go.
And that's how you close out on a shooter with a sense of urgency. The shooter was more worried about his landing space than he was the shot.
And a chance coming up at the line.
You see this all the time. The defensive players establishing his presence on the court and also checking to see how far the refs are going to let him go.
Giannis Adetokounmpo. Couple of free throws on the way. A career 74% free throw shooter. First one goes down. Second one off the mark. He goes 1 for 2. McCollum with the basketball. Down 3. Wide open look, won't go.
And as a shooter, this is when you start to second guess your shot. You've had 3 wide open shots that you just can't put through the net, but still, keep hunting your shot.
Adetokounmpo to Russell. Oh, he had him there for a second. Dwayne Wade, 2 of 4 now.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Lillard. Driving right to the basket. Right down the lane, but the shot won't go. Giannis in control of the basketball. Up 5. He throws it down. He climbed the ladder on that one.
Well, the question is, how big is the ladder? He's still climbing.
Lillard. Oh, bad pass, and the Bucks have it. To Russell. Here's a chance from long range. D'Angelo Russell, hand in his face. No issues there.
This is a game of ways. As a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the time moving forward.
It's Lillard for 2. Well defended, shot no good. If it was anyone else, they'd be back on the bench for taking that shot. Barnes driving, but his shot won't fall.
You see, this is something that everybody has, but some people choose to use it or not. I'm glad you choose to use effort on getting around those screens.
Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Evan Turner trying to cash in on the three-point play. For his career, 78% at the line. Off the mark on his free throw. Dwayne Wade. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. The results, he's going to the line.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number one, to see if they'll get caught. And number two, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
Can't connect on the first free throw.
Portland, number 31, Curry. Stepping in for the Milwaukee Bucks, number 3, George Hill.
Good bounce back. Hits the second. It's a 1-of-2 trip. Adetokunbo to George Hill. Had a chance, but it's no good. Slams it down.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Russell defended by Lillard. Yes, D'Angelo Russell. 2 for 2. That's what you want.
It can only be one of two things here. One, the defender ran out of gas. Or two, this dude is just unstoppable.
49 wins for the Trailblazers last year. That was good for third in the West. Jay, what's your projection for this season?
Well, the projection is that they can't afford to stumble out of the gates, which they've done over the last couple of seasons. Unfortunately, I think this team is stagnant to a certain degree. They have great talent, but I don't think they have the pieces to win in the gauntlet of the West.
Fakes, drives to the rim, and scores. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Screen coming.
Hey, watch the screen left.
Seth Curry to Cantor. Down for Curry. Nice pass to set things up.
That's what they need to do more of. Attack that basket. Hit him where it hurts.
To Russell. Adetokunbo. Oh, bad pass there. Blazers have it. D's got it. Damian Lillard. 2 for 3 now here in the first.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
To Hill. A pass stolen by Portland. Seth Curry. Harrison Barnes rejects it.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Russell. Can't connect.
And this is where you know you have the offense right where you want them. Every possession, all you see them doing is complaining to the ref, complaining to each other. You're making the game uncomfortable. That's the mark of a good defense.
Here comes the screen. Seth Curry, guarded by Powell. From the painted area, won't go down.
Oh, he sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive.
Woo, I like that intensity on that play. That's how you actually dig in the dirt and do your job on the defensive end.
Lillard for 2. Gets a look. Can't hit.
0-4 to start the game. Don't worry about that. You can make your next 6 shots and then be 6 of 10 from the field. That's 60%. That can get you $80 million.
Now a whistle. And we'll get a timeout called by Milwaukee. They'll catch their breath in what's now a 5-point game. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. Giannis with it up top. Leads 5. Barnes to Adetokunbo.
Number 20, Dwayne Wade.
D'Angelo Russell. He made his first effort, but not that time.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Here comes the screen. Lillard. To Nurkic. Nurkic rocking the rim.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
To Russell. Has a chance. Russell with a shot, no good.
Look, sometimes it takes a little while to get into the flow of the game. During the next timeout or during the next break in action, take the ball and go shoot it. See the ball go through the net a couple of times.
On the follow. Way to stay with it.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
To Harrison Barnes. Russell. To Adetokunbo. Gets it in the left corner. Shot from the lane won't go.
And physicality is your friend. Don't let these guys get any easy ones down low. Make them look at the refs, wondering where the foul was every time.
And Portland comes up with the rebound. Lillard to Seth Curry. Trying to cash in. Nurkic off the mark. Dwayne Wade to Russell. Curling inside. Adetokunbo gets it in the right corner. Wade picked up by Seth Curry. To Russell. The Bucks with 4 to shoot. Short jumper won't go down.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jump.
Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it. Corner 3 at the buzzer. A three-pointer at the buzzer is good. They can check it all they want, but that clearly was fired in time. And it gives them the lead after 1 quarter. First quarter complete, on to the second period. A little bit of a feeling out process so far.
And when both teams are playing at this level, it just continues to reaffirm that I was excited to watch both of these teams play this entire week. It's been a solid game so far, but this has a chance to be a great one down the stretch.
McCollum. So the first points for him in this first half, and he knocks it down for 3.
Yeah, they really need him to get going. Really surprised that none of his teammates have been talking to him. This is when he needs him the most. They have to uplift him, help him continue to be confident on the court.
McCollum into the front court. Down by 1. To Harkless. C.J. McCollum. Tough shooting. Only 2 for 6 after that make.
For a smaller player, you have to be more creative with your imagination when you finish with those shots around the rim. For the audience, that may look difficult, but for the player himself, that's what they practice every single day.
McCollum with the basketball. His team up by 1.
Hey, you got the screen right, screen right, screen right.
To Harkless. 5 seconds to shoot. Has a look. Cashes in. Someone has to get into a zip code.
Man, he's got the defender out there tap dancing like that on national TV. That's not a good sign.
Hill to Adetokunbo. Deep left corner. Wade to Gortat. Gortat rocking the rim.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. Portland has the ball.
That's up, baby.
McCollum to Harkless. And he finishes at the rim.
Not a Ferrari, definitely not a Lambo, but hey, get you from point A to point B.
Anthony to Wade. To Adetokunbo. And he's going to the line to shoot.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's got 2 shots coming, shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. Goes 2 for 2.
Into the game for the Milwaukee Bucks. Number 1, Dakari.
McCollum into the front court. Leads 1.
You gotta get up on that.
To Seth Curry. Oh, had him going there for a second. Spinning shot. Won't fall. Dwayne Wade. 4 out of 10.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Trailblazers with the basketball.
Got some for him.
McCollum. To Seth Curry. Has a chance. He's too good to leave that wide open. Defense has to communicate.
One of the most underrated backcourts we have in the league. Dame with an assist to CJ is something we hear all the time. No, we actually don't. We should probably hear a lot more of that.
Russell sizing up McCollum.
Take that. I got you.
And he'll head to the line.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
Dwayne Wade at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 76% from the line. Knocks down the first. No good on the second. It's a 1 of 2 trip. To McCollum. Lillard to McCollum. A drive down the lane, but the shot won't go down.
And you see so many players quit on a play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
Russell to Adetokunbo. Dwayne Wade to Russell. Deep right corner. Wade to Russell. The shot clock expires. Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor.
Number 00, Enes Kanter.
Count the bucket for 2.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
To Adetokunbo. With the flush, taking on all comers.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
To Lillard. McCollum to Lillard. Drives, but a shot won't go down.
Well, you can't finish with your right hand on the left side of the rim. You actually have to use your opposite hand. Steve Nash is one of the best at this. Different shots at different angles, high off the glass, expecting that there are trees down below with long wingspans that can block your shot.
To McCollum. Oh, leaves the defender in the dust. Trying to cash in. Russell into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Flushes down the slam. Jay, they make it look so easy.
Yeah, but it's really not that easy. And as a passer, if your pass is just a fraction too early or a fraction too late, that throws the whole play off. The timing of this has to be impeccable.
Lillard to McCollum. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Enes Kanter pins it.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
To McCollum. To Lillard. Has a look. Lillard with a shot. No.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win the defensive battle.
Lillard to McCollum. Bucks have it.
We're going to see a team take the lead here.
Russell throws it up. Throws it down off the alley-oop pass. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Trailblazers take over to McCollum. Doesn't get the bounce. To Russell. Fires the three. D'Angelo Russell bothered just enough on that one. Lillard to McCollum. Shot from in close, no good. Ball's loose. Look at him on the deck. And that's going to be out of bounds off of Lillard. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes.
Entering the game for
Dwayne Wade
number 40, Harrison Barnes.
to Gasol. Russell goes to the left side. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. That's usually one that he'll knock down.
And that's next level defense. The defender took away the pocket space of the shooter. Now as a shooter, they shoot hundreds of shots each and every day from that pocket with consistency. Now you're forcing to change the angle or the positioning of that pocket. You're going to lower the chances of them making that shot.
We've reached halftime in a 2-point game. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose and our EA Sports halftime report. Jalen.
It's Jalen Rose, and I've got your EA Sports halftime report. The Bucks are in a tight battle after 2 quarters. They decided to make a statement in the opening half, and they did it by throwing down dunk after dunk after dunk. I think the rim is still shaking. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Milwaukee Bucks. The Trailblazers are keeping things competitive after 2 quarters. And while they may be down, it's not for a lack of effort. They deserve some respect for how well they've generated scoring with their offensive rebounding. These are the guys getting buckets for the Portland Trail Blazers.
track. Assists.
The chemistry for each squad has been great today, and that explains the high assist total. Coming out of halftime, I'm interested to see what kind of defensive adjustments are made to limit the easy scoring opportunity.
Player of the half. Who was cold?
No one wants to be picked for this segment, but he couldn't avoid it. Maybe he'll turn things around in the second half. These are the top plays from the opening half.
Number 2. Number 1.
And with that, I'm sending it back to Ed and Jay to bring you the rest of the game.
It's Portland ball. To McCollum. Lillard. The pass set it all up.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Greek Freak for 2. Gets a look. Can't hit. To McCollum. 4-3. A tough make there for C.J. McCollum. Can't fault the defender on that one.
Well, that change is inevitable. And one of the things that continues to fascinate me about this game, usually when you see a good three-point shooting team, their shoulders are square to the basket. That's no longer the case in today's game. These guys are off balance, they're moving different ways, yet they still have extreme shot-making ability.
To Adetokunbo. Wade. Turner with the rebound. Lillard to McCollum. Steps around the defender and puts it in. Nicely done.
And the true test of a team's character is how they respond when they get hit in the mouth. Keep digging.
The crossover gets inside and the slam dunk.
Here's lesson number 1. When you allow a player like that the freedom of space to dance with the ball, there's no telling what kind of breakdance move they might hit you with.
McCollum over to the right side. To McCollum. They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. For 3. That's off the side of the rim, no good. To Wade. And scores. Strong take.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Lillard. And his Cantor above the rim.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
Number 0, Damian Lillard.
A drive to the basket, but the shot rattles around and out. Lillard to Cantor. Rebounds pulled in by the Bucks. Russell with it up top. His guys down 3. Nothing going here on that drive. Oh, he had him there for a second. Harrison Barnes. It's been a quiet night. Only 3 attempts, but he makes that one stick.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Nothing going here on that drive. finishing inside the paint on that one.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Russell into the front court. They're down 3.
To number 3, C.J.
And the reward, a couple of shots at the line. Dwayne Wade, a couple of free throws on the way. Shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. So he hits the first, misses the second. Gets it in the left corner. McCollum to Lillard. Portland has 4 to shoot. Knocks down a tough shot. Now a smothering defense.
And CJ is a guy that doesn't get the respect that he deserves on a nationwide level. 3 straight seasons averaging over 20 points per game. He's a guy that's automatically in range once he leaves the car entering the stadium.
Had made his first couple, but he misses there.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Lillard to McCollum. Nothing going here on that drive. McCollum. Now a steal by Milwaukee. To Gasol. Runner here won't go. And scores.
Man, if we were at Rucker Park right now, everybody will be wilding on the court. Guaranteed.
Russell sizing up the all-star Lillard. To Adetokounmpo. Nothing going here on that drive. Adetokounmpo. Barnes. And the rebound comes down to Portland. McCollum with the basketball. Up 6. To Cantor. Pau Gasol with the block. And that one out of bounds off of Buck. Changes coming from both sides right now.
Subbing in for the Milwaukee Bucks, number 13, Marcin Gortat.
Cantor to Seth Curry. Great pass to set it up. Nurkic rocking the rim.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Giannis in control of the basketball. His club staring up at an 8-point deficit. No good. McCollum to Harkless. Marcin Gortat able to recover with the block. Won't go. Russell with it up top. Margin's 8 to Gortat. Nothing going here on that drive. To Adetokounmpo. How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
It's almost like he had the defender on a string, and he's the puppet master.
Wade to Barnes. Wade guarded by Seth Curry. To Adetokounmpo. Enes Kanter tips it. That's his 3rd block this evening. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor.
In the game for the Portland Trailblazers, number 7,
Down to 5 on the 24. Enes Kanter sends it away. 4th this contest. George Hill has a chance. Shot misses for Wade.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
To McCollum. Here comes the screen. Shot clock, it's coming down to 4. Now down to 3. C.J. McCollum smothering D.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
To Gortat. Curling inside. George Hill. Better late than never. That was his first shot, and it goes down.
One can make the case he might be glad he didn't get the and one.
To McCollum. Trying to cash in. McCollum shot off the mark.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
From the painted area, won't go down. Anthony. Rebound comes to Cantor. McCollum. That misses with 3 seconds left. 3 quarters down with the Blazers in front. The Bucks to inbound to start this final quarter. And that third quarter was one to forget. Remember, Jay, they led at the break, and now they find themselves on the wrong side of the score.
Yeah, but this game is about next play. If you spend too much time worried about what was, you can't focus on what is. Put that quarter behind you and focus on the task at hand.
Portland's got it. McCollum. Probing the defense. It's good.
And that footwork was absolutely off the charts. Just that space, splash.
Dwayne Wade to Gortat. Gortat rocking the rim.
No excuse to not be a little bit more physical there on the defensive end. Needed that stop.
McCollum into the front court. Leads a bucket. To Seth Curry. Defense making the ball handler work. Shot clock coming down to 4. Down to 3. Not easy.
Well, the defense has been good, but the shot-making ability has been better. And sometimes for NBA players at this level, the more you're in their face, the more it helps them center their focus on the target, which is making the shot. I know it sounds weird, but trust me, it's a real thing.
George Hill. Not a busy night, but effective. 2 for 2.
I'm pretty sure I saw that move earlier in the game. I can't believe he fell for it again.
McCollum to Seth Curry. Fine to shoot. Seth Curry. Down low Nurkic. Off the assist.
He's been doing this for years, the physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Hill misfires. It's no good.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Add 2 points to the board.
You know, Ed, people don't understand. Tough shots are practiced every single day. With all these different contraptions out there to contest your shot, guys shoot 500 made shots a day. This is the new norm.
McCollum to Harkless. To McCollum. Has a look. Wide open look, won't go. Yes, Carmelo Anthony. Consistent effort. He's at 50%.
There's certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
split the D there, but he can't get it to drop.
And this is where you know you have the offense right where you want them. Every possession, all you see them doing is complaining to the ref, complaining to each other. You're making the game uncomfortable. That's the mark of a good defense.
Portland has the ball. Now ready to shoot at the line.
I'm watching the coach's reaction right now, and I'll tell you, he's not going to be happy about that. The game comes down to the micro details. That wasn't a part of the plan right there.
And hits the first free throw. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Hill. To Wade. Five on the shot clock for Milwaukee. George Hill to Wade. Lets it fly from long range. Dwayne Wade is going to get 3 shots here. Shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. Second to 3. Got it. And he cashes in at the line. 3 for 3. Trailblazers with the basketball. To Lillard. Nothing going here on that drive.
Hey, watch this screen left.
Lillard. Shot off the mark. Good defense. Russell into the front court. All tied up. Just underway in this fourth quarter. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Damian Lillard at the line for a chance at a 3-point play, shooting 75% so far tonight. Russell to Gasol. Couple of cracks at the line now.
The game is too tight for you to be taking risks like that. You want to avoid foul trouble at all costs.
Pau Gasol has got 2 shots coming. Shoots it at 75% for his career. Nope, first one does not go. Missed the second as well. Trailblazers take over. It's rebounded by Gasol. To Harrison Barnes. Deep right corner. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Too good to leave that wide open. D'Angelo Russell hits.
Just because someone is listening to you doesn't mean that they actually hear you. At the end of the game, when players get tired, they listen to what the assignment was, but they didn't hear what it was.
The Bucks clear the rebound. To Barnes. Russell buries it on the catch and shoot.
They absolutely needed that. Great job by the offense to be poised and create a shot to pull ahead.
To Nurkic. Short jumper stays out. To Harrison Barnes. He's going to the free throw line to shoot.
This drives me nuts when I see fouls like that being called in a close game. Sometimes you just gotta let them play, ref.
First one, count it. Able to convert on both free throws. McCollum with the basketball. The deficit now up to 5. The drive right to the basket. Pau Gasol with a piece.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
Lillard to McCollum. They'll get it down to Leonard. Had a good look there, but it's no good. To Russell. And the basket good at the rim.
D'Lo reminds me so much of Sam Cassell. He's not the fastest guy, but he gets where he wants to go anytime. The word that is key for him, potential, potential, potential. Will he be able to accomplish his potential?
Here comes the screen. McCollum, guarded by Powell. Over to the right side. The Blazers with 4 in the shot clock. Powell Gasol sends it away. And that one out of bounds off of Buck. New blood coming in for both sides.
Subbing in for the Milwaukee Bucks, number 20.
Harkless. McCollum up against the Spaniard. Fires the three, and C.J. McCollum knocks down a wide-open look.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.
He's been dialed in from long distance. That's now 5 threes for the game.
Nothing more painful than the next day watching tape, seeing the fact that he got 15 points off three-point shots.
Knocks it down from mid-range.
You know, everyone gets lucky from time to time. You played the probability game perfectly on that possession.
Russell with it up top. Leads 5. Wade, guarded by Seth Curry. Goes to the right side. Russell to Gasol. Has a chance. That's what you've come to expect. Your best players making baskets.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Harkless to McCollum. Trying to cash in. McCollum with a shot, no good. Intentional foul. He meant it.
Good foul right there. You want to stop the clock.
That's his first personal foul. Team
Russell sizing up Aminu. Going to launch beyond the arc. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. Wade, that's no good.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Shot by McCollum won't go.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short-arm the shot.
The Bucks claim victory as they get a good win on the road. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
David Rose here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Bucks almost let this one get away from them, but they managed to get the victory. I could get into detail about their play calling and shot selection, but let's be honest. We all know that the dunks were the most exciting. I'd be surprised if the rim isn't a little bit bent at this point. The Trailblazers lost a tight one today, and you can see the disappointment. When a team goes back and review the film, coach will probably find areas of improvement. But one thing he can't say is they should have shot better. They did a great job of scoring in this game. Check out the leading scores for the Portland Trail Blazers.
Game track. 3-point shooting.
Each of these teams were solid with their long-range shooting. So by extension, they were pretty poor with their perimeter defense. Closing out on shooters must always happen, whether you're tired or not.
Player of the game.
D'Angelo Russell could not have been more impressive in this game. The way he scored the basketball looked like he was playing with kids in high school. Here are the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
Here's a look at the upcoming games for the Portland Trail Blazers. And that does it for our post-game wrap-up on behalf of